Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Coffee Conversation Show powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and our technology partner Prime Infotech Solution. I am Jolly Singh, co-host at Coffee and associate with Prime Infotech Solution. Today's theme is the legal lens navigating corporate law and privacy, and the Emerging Lawyer series, where we are joined by Siddharth Khosla, a seasoned corporate lawyer and data privacy professional currently serving as the Assistant Manager Legal and Secretarial at VE Commercial Vehicles Ltd. With a rich background in trademark law, intellectual property, corporate law, and data privacy, Siddharth has built an impressive career navigating the complexities of the legal world. Join us as we delve into his professional journey, explore his approach to balancing legal compliance with business strategy, and get a glimpse into the person behind the lawyer. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ollie. Thank you for having me on the show.
It's an absolute pleasure, sir. So before we delve into the conversation, let's just let me tell you the flow of the entire conversation, how it is going to be. So we have three rounds in total. The first round is the professional questions round. The second round is going to be the personal questions round, and we have the third round, which is the rapid fire round. And if you perform really well, we have a very small surprise for you at the end of the entire show. So embrace yourself and let's get started with the very first round whenever you are ready. Are you
Sure.
ready?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the first round would be the professional questions round, and my very first question to you would be that how has your journey been as corporate legal professional till date?
So obviously, it's been a very enriching journey. Being a lawyer, you get to read a lot of documents. You get to understand a lot of the legal intricacies that are there. And as they say, knowledge is power. And this is what really attracted me to the legal domain. So I'd say it's been a very enriching journey, and I'm looking forward to a lot of more challenges.
Okay. How has work responsibility as assistant manager legal and secretarial at VE Commercial Vehicles been for you?
So it's actually still ongoing, and it is a very amazing experience over here because I have a pretty nice, diverse portfolio of work to do, right from data privacy to compliances to agreements and all sort of things, even secretarial work. So it's quite a nice journey, and I have an amazing team over here to work with. So I'm liking my journey so far over here.
Okay. And have you been able to get the touch of your niche, what is going to be, or are you in the journey of still figuring it out? Because legal professional comes with a lot. As you work, you identify your niche. So can we say that you have already been there, or it's just an ongoing journey?
Yes, my niche I had chosen a long time back was data privacy,
Right.
and obviously I have had a lot of experience in it. I've had the opportunity to work with great seniors, and I think it's going good so far.
And how exactly did you arrive at your niche being the data privacy and not any other stream?
So, coming back to a couple of years ago when I wanted to really pursue this career, so I used to research a lot about the legal domains, and I came across the GDPR,
Yeah.
which was like one of the first legislations in privacy law. And while I was going through them, I was really amazed by something that's so fresh, something that was neglected for so many years, and finally there's something come out to protect the people, to protect their data, because nowadays in the digital age data is everything, and as you'd probably even know personally, a lot of your data is probably misused by marketers, telecallers, thing like that, and they're also misused on a larger scale.
Okay.
So getting to know these laws, getting to know how I can protect people and companies was really what drive me towards data privacy.
Okay. So, mm, uh, as per the journey that you have had in the legal profession, can you share any memorable experience from your time as legal consultant in the corporate sector?
So I've had a lot of memorable experiences, um, right from internships to corporate jobs, and I could say a memorable experience probably would be a project that I handled in one of my organizations, where they used to, they had to actually come up with a website. They were developing a website which would be directly communicating with the customers. So it
Right.
was a brand new project. We had to do it from scratch, and I had to look into the whole privacy angle of that aspect, as well as the legal angle. You know, right from auditing the website to ensuring that all the compliance checks are there, drafting the privacy policies, terms and conditions, and all of that. But another memorable experience that I like to share is that during one of my internships, I was in the chambers with my senior at around 10:30, 10:40, and he gives me a file and he tells me we have a matter in 20 minutes, go through it. And it was like such a fat file.
Right.
Okay. So what I was doing is I was reading the file like this, like probably normal people do.
Right. Right.
And he told me that's not how lawyers read a file. You got to read it top to bottom rather than left to right.
Right.
So that is something I carry with me all, I've been carrying it with me till now. Because as you know, we go through a lot of documents.
Absolutely. And how was your first court experience? Let's say when you have mentioned your experience of how like getting an impromptu case was. So how was your first court experience
It was
also?
truly
Because
thrilling
yeah,
to be honest. I was nervous as well, but I didn't let that nervousness get to me because it was like the first time I was in front of a
that
council
yeah.
and I had to speak. So, and I had 20
That's
minutes to prepare for it.
that's an experience of a lifetime for a legal professional, let's say. Like it's absolutely is the journey that you go through the in the law school. You aspire to stand in front of a judge and
Exactly.
be in the uniform holding a file. So it's a complete uh
Different,
yeah
thrilling
experience,
kind of experience.
and nobody can touch that. It takes a lot to even
It takes
stand
a
there.
lot. And to be honest, it's kind of addictive as well. You know,
Yeah, it
once
is.
you leave the courtroom, it's like when am I going back again? So
I can totally relate with you because my first experience was very much similar to that. So moving towards the next question, that how do you approach data privacy issues in a rapidly changing regulatory environment now that every day some new regulation, new rule, new update is there?
So obviously, like you said, it's a it's a brand new field. Like
Hmm.
Europe obviously is steps ahead, but in countries like India and a lot of other countries, it's still coming up. The regulations are still being discussed and notified. But a few principles that I kind of incorporate into my daily activities is to be proactive with my work. Like being proactive is quite important because you got to stay up to date with all of the legislations that are coming out. You got to carefully read them, understand what the crux of the matter is. And another thing is that every country is coming up with a data privacy regulation, and we have a lot of multinational companies, or most of the companies uh, carry out the business in multiple countries, right? So
Right.
you have to have understanding of all the laws of all the various countries, see what are the similarity, what are the differences, things like that. So again, being proactive over here is really important. Now, being adaptive is much more important because this is a ever-changing field. Like we have data privacy regulations coming in. The European Union is already bringing in artificial regulations to regulate artificial intelligence. So probably in time to come, countries like India or other countries will start bringing in AI regulations as well. So we have to start being adaptable with all of this, and we have to also be very collaborative. Now if you're working in a corporate setup, there are many different departments, right? And we have to work very closely with all of them, like the cybersecurity department, the IT, HR, marketing, sales department, even the executive management. Keeping the executive management is real in loop is really important. So three principles that I'd say is very important over here again is being proactive, being adaptive, and having a collaborative mindset.
Right. Um, So, in your experience, what are the critical components of an effective legal compliance strategy when you are identifying and dealing with such data privacy projects?
So, like compliance and data privacy, I just give a broad framework, what is really important for a successful regulatory program.
Right.
So, obviously, we need to have clear governance structured and defined roles. What I mean by this is that there are a lot of different domains in compliance. Now we need to have SMEs. What are SMEs? They are subject matter experts. People who are specializing in a particular field and know the ins and out of it. Like if you have four different compliance requirements in a company, you should have two or three or four, probably even four if it's a big company, four SMEs who come together in a collaborative effort and ensure that the whole company is compliant. Then after that, we should always have comprehensive policies and procedures. Now, as like you're a lawyer as well, I believe, and as you know, there are laws for everything out there, right? So similarly, we should have laws within the company, which we call as procedures or policies, right? Laws to govern people on how they should manage their day-to-day activities, what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it, and things like that. Now, the thing is, after getting in place these policies, there should be effective training and awareness programs. Because now, see, it's human nature. A lot of people probably won't read the policies, or even if they read the policies, they might not understand it to the fullest.
Yeah.
Now, having effective training and awareness programs would really, ingrain all of the requirements in their minds.
Absolutely. What insights did you gain from working with the senior advocates and solicitors during your internship that has shaped your current practice?
So I actually have gained a lot of insight because I've done several internships through my education.
Okay.
So a few things that I've picked up from them is always being having precision and detail whenever you're working, because in the legal sector when you are drafting documents, agreements, or petitions, whatever, each and every word has a lot of meaning to it, and one word could change the meaning of
And
the whole document.
yes.
So having precision and pinpoint detail is very important. Now, then coming to the next thing that I learned is, always, having a strategic mindset with a strategic problem solving mindset, I'd say. Because as lawyers, we are here to solve problems. And we got to think outside of the box. We got to think what the common people are not thinking in order to solve that problem in the best way possible. Then the next thing that I've learned is communication. Now that is one of the most important things being lawyers, because half of our work is through communication. We communicate with senior counsels, junior counsels, at times with judges, or external, civil workers like policemen or agents,
And
things,
clients.
and clients. So I was
Yeah.
coming to that, having a client-centric approach as well. Communication is one of the most important things, what I believe, because we also build our rapport through it. Like
Right.
networking with people, going to events, things like that.
The first impression is how you are interacting, I would
Exactly.
say.
And you should always have integrity in your work. That's what
Yeah.
all my seniors have always told me.
Right. Absolutely. That I definitely convene with you. How has technology helped you, and which legal tech tool has impacted your work? What are a few tools that you personally preferred using?
So obviously we are in a digital age, and technology, if like, it is very good to have technology with us because it does ease our work a lot.
Hmm.
So we use, my company uses tools for contract management, tools for compliance management, and one of my previous company that I worked in, we used to use tools, for the data privacy impact assessments.
Hmm.
So all of these tools are very effective, and I think with AI coming into the picture, it would really help us uh, ease our work. But again, what I believe is completely relying on AI for legal work would not be advisable. Like, you can take their help, but they should always review what they're giving you.
Absolutely. And have you interacted, let's say, with the clients or any legal, let's say, junior legal counsels? Because AI is there now, everybody
Yes.
is just going on and giving a command and getting the results on a single
Yeah.
tap. And
No.
now it is like for us legal professionals to explain them that it's not that easy. You cannot just get that easily, and
Yes.
we can do something better. That's why we are sitting. So how do you tackle all those situations?
So again, tackling such situations is, if I'm working with junior counsel, it's basically educating them.
Yeah.
It's showing them the reality. Like if they bring me an answer, I'd show them like, okay, this is what you got. Look at the mistakes the AI chatbot has
Chat
done.
GPT, yes.
Yeah. I'd bring out the Bayrak and I'd show them this is what actually is the law, this is what they're giving. And this is a true fact. I mean, I used it, I tried testing the AI chatbots, and they are like
It's not reliable. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not reliable for legal work. That's
It's and they very smartly mention one
yeah,
paragraph
yeah.
at the
So
bottom.
I think there's a lawyer working over there as well. There's a disclaimer.
Yeah, they don't take any responsibility for whatever
They
prompt they
always
are.
say consult a legal consultant in case,
It's very smart of them.
uh,
Actually, it is. And like, how do you have you ever like handled any situation with the clients? Because now clients are also the
yeah.
way the way doctors like suffer na that the patient knows more than the doctor. Now we are having clients as lawyers who knows more than the lawyer and say this is how it is drafted and this is like the way we have to proceed. So how do you
See,
have
the thing is, I find this quite scary, actually. There are a lot of people who probably won't hire a lawyer. What they do is go on to some
yeah.
get an answer and think, this is it. I don't need a lawyer. Money saved. But they could get into much, much bigger trouble with that.
Absolutely. And like I have to had clients who have come up with the prompted result and they have taken a printout and everything and they are like, you just have to review it. I have all the work done. You just have to review it. And like it's such a like 10 minute of work.
Hmm.
It's not even like you cannot it's not even worthy of you asking to charge for it. It's like that simple. And I'm like, I can see that it's a chat GPT work. I can
Exactly.
definitely identify that, and it's
And
not
any
something.
judge would also identify that. If we can identify it, they would also identify it.
Oh, you cannot like present it in front of a like
Exactly.
any lawyer going with a chat GPT result in front of a judge is like a very brave thing to do because judge would be like furious there. And now we have such um, judges with us that they are so brutal in their statements that it
Right.
can ruin your entire day with that. What did I
Exactly.
do? Yes. You also specialize in intellectual property laws, and
Right.
so what role does IPR play in your current responsibilities, and how do you navigate through those
So,
complexities?
see, IPRs is a very important thing for any company. They have invested a lot in it, and that logo or that brand name means much more to them, right? Because
Right.
like there's a XYZ logo. This is what the company's brand face is. Now, in case someone starts infringing it or copying it, now that's quite damaging to the company for a reputation they've spent years and with a lot
Right.
of blood and sweat to make. So like again, see, protecting these trademarks is very important. We all obviously have infringers out there who try to copy the good work of other people. So getting to these infringers, trying to make them stop infringing the products of the company is very important in a timely manner, that too.
Right. Right. Absolutely. So, looking ahead, what trends do you see shaping the future of corporate law and data privacy?
So, see, data privacy is something that's brand new, and it's going to really come in strong because the whole world is going towards digitization.
Hmm.
Like we have UPI now, then we have crypto, we have NFTs, we have so many things coming up, and as you know, we work purely online. Even a court's website, all the
Yeah, everything has gone online.
we have video calls over there. Now, if anyone is just think about it, if anyone's breaching that data, for example, hypothetically breaching the court's
Hmm.
website extracting data. Look, just imagine the damage they could cause.
Yeah.
Or just think about so many breaches that are going on, over here, like extracting Aadhaar data from servers, things like that. So these are very damaging things. So what I believe is that we're going to have really strong and good data privacy legislations coming in. We have the Data Protection Board of India that will be soon set up, and I think they would really start working towards this, toward ensuring that the rights of peoples are really safeguarded.
Absolutely. Uh, so moving towards the last question, that now you are very much actively working under data privacy law and everything. So for the law students that are coming very much fresh from the law school, what suggestions do you would you give to them for while they are identifying their niche, what points they should consider if they are like going for the data privacy, or they should, or should they not, like how the entire approach should be according to you?
See, I wouldn't say they should or they should not. What I would say is that pursue something that you actually want to. At times it's correct to listen to your gut feelings, right? And at times you understand that this is something I'd like, something I'd actually like happy working in.
Right,
So whatever call you get, I think you should pursue that, right? Be it criminal, civil, data privacy, corporate, company secretary as well. There are
right.
so many things to do. And data privacy in itself, I find it quite amazing, because again
Actually.
it's a futuristic law. Most of the laws we have here is going on since ages, right? This is a futuristic law, and this would have a lot of importance. Plus it has a global implication as well.
And we can say like it would come with a lots of opportunities for the new
Lots of
generation. Yeah,
opportunities. The DPDPA Act has given a business opportunity for consent managers.
yeah.
Right, that's a new business stream. A lot of law firms have got a new business streams through DPDPA. They're consulting companies. So it's a pretty nice thing that's going on. And obviously, there's a shortage of uh, data privacy specialists within the Indian market. But I think with a couple of years, that bridge could be met.
Yeah, definitely it could be. So that is it for the professional questions round. We are towards our next round, which is the personal questions round. So starting with the very first question, how your experience was growing up in Dubai and later in India, and how did it influence your worldview today?
So obviously, growing up in Dubai was quite a nice experience. It's really different from, I won't say really different, but obviously the cultural difference is there. There's a lot of cultural differences between India and Dubai, since Dubai has a unique blend of people from different cultural perspectives. Like over there, when I used to know people from a lot of places around the world, like the Philippines or Europe, Germany. I had friends. I even knew people from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. A lot of Indians are there. So it's a big cultural. It's a melting pot of different cultures over there, and this really helps someone appreciate diversity and understand the importance of inclusivity. And I think this exposure has helped me develop a global mindset, where I could naturally consider working with people from different cultural perspectives. And working with them, what you realize is that there are a lot of unique strengths that people from different cultures bring to the team.
Right. Um, Also, how your school and college life was? Any
School and
special?
college life was pretty fun. I used to be an outdoor kid. I was always into sports, football, athletic meets, all of that, because my father was a sports freak as well. So he
Okay.
used to treat me, with athletics, football, and all of that. And plus, yeah, he used to, like, in school, it was fun. I was good in sports, did a lot of academics as well.
Mm. Any hobbies? How do you unwind yourself after a very long day at work?
So after a very long day at work, I usually go for a nice workout. Matlab, you
Okay,
really need to take that energy out over there somewhere.
right.
And probably even at times I go cycling or a bike riding into the woods, something like that.
So, also, are you into traveling? Any travel destination you would like to
So
visit in the future?
obviously, I love traveling and like both of them. I love the beaches and I love the mountains. So it's on the mood where you want to go and the people, where they want to go.
How you are vibing at that point of time, let's say.
So when I'm traveling, it's quite fun. I do carry my laptops most of the time because you can't leave work behind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I try my best to, have a good time.
Right. And what about your preferences in books and movies and web shows?
So
Eh,
actually, what I do is like I've set a target that I'd like to read a book every quarter, like at least
every quarter.
yeah,
Okay.
every 3 months.
Yeah,
Try
yeah,
to
yeah.
read a book every 3 months. At times it takes 3.5, 4 months, but yeah, I do try to read a lot of books because again, it does change your perspective in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. So, like, what are you into? Which kind of books? Fiction,
No,
non-fiction?
not fiction, non-fiction, all kind of self-help, knowledgeable kind of books.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, things like that.
And what your favorite movie or web show would be like
Uh,
as of now?
so I'm more into action. I like action movies, and like recently, like now, just to unwind, I've again started watching Friends. To be honest, so a kind of a light show when you're back.
OG one,
Yeah, the
the
OG
OG.
show.
Okay, and like, yes, Wolverine and Deadpool was there. So like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Wolverine 2, Deadpool 2. I mean,
yeah,
I like a lot of action movies and all the Marvel DC movies as well.
yeah. Right. Um, how do you stay connected with the friends despite your busy professional schedule?
So again, it's through activities like what we do is like I have the privilege of living in the Aravali Hills. It's like I consider it as the best area in NCR.
Okay.
So what we have over here is a lot of forest area like off-road
Mm-hmm.
trails and all of that. So what we do is we go cycling into them or take a bikes or cars over there. We are really unwinding. Like it's like kind of off-roading, jumping through things and all of that. So that's how we stay connected. Or we go out sometimes to eat, party, things like that.
And what does a perfect day look like for you?
Well, a perfect day at times looks to me being really lazy. When it's my day off, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
But then I end up going out with friends because being home all day does get boring.
absolutely it does. Absolutely. Last question. If you are to describe yourself in a line, what that line would be?
Well, I would say someone who likes to take challenges and have adventures throughout his life.
That's really nice. So we are done with our personal questions round as well. We are towards our last round, which is the rapid fire round, and you have to be very quick with the
Yeah.
answers. Yeah. So let's start. Morning person or a night owl?
A night out.
Favorite cuisine?
Chinese
Books or podcasts?
books.
If not a lawyer, what career would you have pursued?
Probably open a bakery.
Okay, that's interesting. Favorite city to visit?
Favorite city, I'd say Tokyo.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Your go-to comfort food?
Go to comfort food. That'd be burgers, chicken burgers.
One app that you cannot live without?
That I can't live without. That'd be probably working out.
App like phone app,
App, app. That'd
mobile app.
be YouTube music.
Okay. And the tech gadget that you use the most?
That'll be my tab.
Okay. Last question, a quote that you live by.
A quote that I live by. Uh, I really have to think about this. There are so many, and right now it's not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bus karam hai.
Mhm. Absolutely great. So thank you so much, sir. It has been a wonderful experience. And as mentioned, this is the ebook Cyber Healthy. You would be getting this autographed by the author himself at your mail address. Our team will be getting in touch with you. And along with this ebook, we would have some like goodies with you and for you exclusively. And they would all be there at your mail. So
Thank
hold
you.
on tight for them.
Sure.
So thank you so much. This has been absolute wonderful experience, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did having you on this show. And I also again thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to have this session with us. It was an absolute pleasure having you here.
Same here. Thank you so much for the time. And
Uh, we are very much obliged actually. Thank you so much.
thank you.
And for our audience, please stay tuned to watch this and many other interesting conversation episodes on our YouTube channel, The Coffee Conversation Show. Subscribe to our channel, and we would be looking forward to yet another interesting guest with yet another cup of coffee. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
everyone,
much.
for
Have a
joining.
nice day.